My wife, 38F, and I, 40M, have been married for 10 years and have 3 kids, 9, 7, and 4. My wife is a stay-at-home mom, has been ever since our first child was born. I work full-time and am blessed to make enough to provide a quality life for our family. We live modestly, and I'm very conscious about living above our means. By that I mean we don't live paycheck to paycheck, but we also don't take yearly family vacations, don't buy designer items, still use hand-me-downs, etc. My wife has been extra stressed this summer with all 3 kids at home. When the 2 older ones are in school, she's fine. But this summer has been hard for her. I've adjusted my work schedule to allow me to spend more time at home to give her time for herself. I take the kids on bike rides, go to parks, swimming, fishing, etc. She has used the majority of this time on her hobby, crafting. She has an entire room dedicated solely to her hobby. She will sometimes sell some items she makes or takes on a specific project for a friend/family member or the odd person from the internet. But sometimes I feel like she spends more time and effort on shopping for materials than she does actually crafting things. In short, there is no way her hobby has brought in more money than she has spent. Last week was an especially busy week at my job, and I was unable to flex my schedule to help at home during the workday. My wife complained to me that she needs more help at home and that I need to figure out ways to give her breaks. I told her that I am doing the best I can, but my job keeps the roof over our heads, and if I need to be at the office, that's what I'm going to do. She said that she has sold some items recently and that her hobby is helping us financially, so I should be doing more at home too. She told me it's basically become a part-time job for her in addition to taking care of the kids. I asked her to tell me exactly how much money she sold the items for, and then looked up our most recent credit card statement to see how much she spent in the same time frame. Even with selling those items, she spent hundreds more on materials. Her excuse was that not all the materials were for the items she sold, but for other projects as well. I told her that her crafting isn't a job, it's a hobby, and it's not helping us financially. I told her that I'm glad she's selling items and spending time doing something she likes, but using that as an excuse to claim I'm not helping her enough is disingenuous at best, especially when I've taken extra steps to take on more childcare. She told me I was being a jerk for diminishing her contributions to our family, and I told her that is exactly what she did to me first, but at least I am getting our family to a net positive financial situation. She is still mad at me and still thinks I need to do more to help at home.
Comment 1. I can help. We have / had same situation, and what helped immensely was for her, my wife, to open a totally separate checking account. We agreed how much we'd seed the account with, and that was all hers, but there was no more going in. This took away her I'm contributing argument, but also took away her from using our money. While I realize this doesn't fix it 100%, it takes away the largest stressor and allows for you to compliment her when she does sell something, which helps her attitude 100%. Comment 2. NTA, she made a claim that wasn't true, you were simply pointing it out. It sounds like she's just stressed and looking for solutions and help. I can see why she'd be sad about what you said. She felt like she was contributing to the household and you basically shut it down. What do you think about summer camp? Or maybe some activities the kids can be dropped off at for a few hours a week? Comment 3. Hobbies are not jobs. We spend money on hobbies in order to improve our quality of life. So if she makes some money back, that's a bonus. It doesn't get profit/loss assessed like a business. And there's nothing wrong with her spending her downtime on her hobby. It sounds like she needs help, and it sounds like you know that. I get that you need to work, of course you do, but being a Zam is never, ever leaving work. Working 24 hours a day every day for decades. Factor that in when you're taking the kids to the park. How much does that actually help her, when as soon as you get home it's all on her again? Nah, but you seem to understand that she is struggling. Maybe you need to sit down together and figure this out. My 30th brother, who is 36 years old, filed for divorce from his wife of 3 years just 2 months ago after he discovered that she has been cheating on him. Before her secret came to light, my family and I planned a week vacation to Orlando, Florida, in which we travel to late next month. 3 months ago, tickets were already paid for. My brother paid full price for his while pitching in for his ex-wife's ticket, who did put a little more than he did towards it. However, after he filed for divorce, he started dating his current girlfriend. They'd been together for a month and some weeks now. Last Sunday, my parents hosted a Sunday dinner at their home and my brother's girlfriend was invited. We were talking about the trip, and when my sister, who is 28, suggested my brother's ex to get a room of her own since the two are no longer together, I noticed a look his girlfriend had on her face. However, she said nothing and stayed quiet. After dinner, the girlfriend pulled me to the side and said that she had no idea my brother's ex was still going on the trip. My response was a simple yeah. She proceeded to tell me that she was not comfortable with the idea of the ex still being allowed to go on the trip. She then asked if it was okay that the ticket went to her instead since she's now with my brother. I politely told her that I didn't think it would be right for me to give her my former sister-in-law's ticket since she did put money towards the ticket. Girlfriend then asked me if I didn't think it would be disrespectful to her if I was still allowing former sister-in-law to go on the trip. I told her I'm sorry she feels that way, but that I still wasn't going to make ex-wife give up her plane ticket. I also told her that she is more than welcome to purchase her own ticket and come with us if she wanted to. That wasn't good enough for her because she still doesn't want to see ex-wife's face on the trip. The main reason why my brother's girlfriend is not cool with ex still being around is because of their unfortunate encounter. According to my brother, a couple of weeks ago his girlfriend was at my brother's house at the time former sister-in-law showed up to collect some more of her things. Sister-in-law ended up disrespecting girlfriend and starting a heated altercation with her. I don't condone sister-in-law's behavior towards my brother's girlfriend. But I also don't see why she should be uninvited from a trip after she had already paid for her own ticket. Not to mention, as my sister said, former sister-in-law can just get a separate room. So am I wrong? Comment 1. NTA, I don't understand why girlfriend is coming to you with this crap. This is not your circus, these are not your monkeys. GF needs to be redirected to your older brother. Even if you fully agreed with girlfriend, you can't just give away someone else's paid-for property. That would be theft. I get that it would be weird for sister-in-law to be there considering she is an ex, but that is a conversation and negotiation between boyfriend, girlfriend and ex. No one else. OP comment. The trip ideal was my sister, brother and mine's idea. And I was put in charge of getting everyone's tickets after money was turned into me. Apparently, I'm the responsible sibling. But assume she came to me about it because my sister did ask me at the dinner table if I had already gotten everyone's tickets, which was before she suggested former Sil to get her own room to my brother. Comment 2. NTA, while I think it's weird that X is going, that's your brother's issue to resolve, not yours. In any case, most airline tickets are non-refundable and you can't transfer them to a different traveler. New GF would need a new ticket at whatever the current fare is. Long story short. I used to be very overweight. When I met my husband, I had already lost 60 pounds and was feeling good about myself. There was a point in time where I finally felt comfortable enough to buy lingerie and wear it for him. He rejected me and I haven't worn any since. This was approximately 4 years ago. We got pregnant, and I gained almost all of the weight that I had previously lost back. I've been working very hard for the past year to lose the weight and now I weigh less than I did in high school. I'm very proud of this accomplishment. Anyways, last night we got into an argument because we have a toddler and he is feeling like he is being pushed aside, which I understand is hard. But I'm only one person and I work full-time and I am the primary parent for everything. I take care of everything for the house, pay bills, clean, grocery shop, and the majority of the care for our toddler. We haven't been intimate for 5 days and he is losing his shit because of this. I'm exhausted on the daily, and by the time our toddler goes to bed I'd like to relax for an hour and just go to sleep. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning to get everyone ready for the day. Last night he claimed that he has never rejected my advances towards him. in which I corrected him and said that he had and reminded him of the time he did that really hurt my feelings. His response shocked me. He verbatim said, "Well, yeah, that's because you weighed 100 pounds more than you do now. I fell in love with you for your personality, not for how you looked." I obviously was very upset by this. I went to bed and cried myself to sleep. Am I the a-hole for not just getting over this? I feel like I'm allowed to be upset by this because I have worked so hard to be healthy for my family, and to have my past weight thrown in my face and be pretty much told that he only wants to screw me all the time now is because I've lost weight. Comment 1. NTA. I weigh quite a bit more now than when I got married. I lost 3 immediate family members back to back and ate some grief, had my last pregnancy, had an autoimmune crash, started meds, and spent 2 years on oral prednisone blowing up. I'm fat. It's not a secret. I need to lose weight. My autoimmune condition has attacked my joints and I haven't pushed through the pain yet to lose the weight. It's entirely on me that I am fat. My husband still reassures me that I am beautiful to him, I am still the person he fell in love with, and he is ready to be my workout buddy when I am ready to address my weight. Your husband has the right to say what he wants, but he also has the consequences of losing your respect. Comment 2. Your feelings are completely valid, and you have every right to be upset by what your husband said. It's deeply hurtful to have something you worked so hard to overcome used against you in such a way. Your weight loss journey is an incredible achievement, and it's disheartening to hear that his love for you seems conditional based on your appearance. Wish you all the best. Comment 3. I have noticed that men do this a lot. They put the blame on the woman when they are not doing anything to help the situation at home. They want you to be superhuman. You're not. However, you're basically a single mom. You need to look at the situation and decide if you would be better off without him and the pressure he is putting on you. He's already put you in a situation where you are caring for your child and working anyway. Also, is your husband in the way of you finding someone who would really be awesome to you? I, 24F, had been visiting my aunt's place for a wedding, who lives a few hours away from me. She has 2 boys, 30,27M, and the both of them are married to 2 beautiful and intelligent women. I met them only recently and I have not hung out with them a lot. I always wanted older brothers since I only have an older sister. Although, I acknowledge that this was not their responsibility. My aunt loves me a lot, though. I asked her if I could stay at their place for a couple days more. At night, both of my cousins were with their wives, and I was helping my aunt with the dinner. She asked me to call all of them downstairs. When I went to the room, I heard my older sil say, "Uck, when is my name leaving?" I don't know why she is so clingy. She annoyed us throughout the wedding and meddles in our family so much. My cousins just lightly laughed along. I'm unsure if they found humor in her words or was it awkward laughter. My cousin saw me in the doorway and it looked like he had seen a ghost. I just said, "Please come downstairs, dinner's ready." He stopped me and asked me if I heard her. I just gave him a smile and said while holding tears back, "I did, but it's okay because she can have her opinion. It's okay if she doesn't like me. I did not take it into consideration that you guys are on a hectic schedule and forced myself here. I'll do better." He apologized to me on her behalf, and she apologized as well, saying she was just stressed about the busy schedule and packing, although I had been doing chores for them all day to not be dead weight. After the dinner, they tried to talk to me, but I avoided them, and called a friend. I talked to him, just trying to calm myself down. My feelings will really hurt and I felt unwanted. In the morning, I packed my bags early and told my aunt I'm going to visit a friend in the city, then I have a flight late in the evening to go back home ASAP for work. My aunt was surprised and asked me to wait until my cousins wake up before I go, but I told her I had said my goodbyes last night already. After seeing my friend, I just went to the airport a few hours early and sat in the lounge until it was time to go. My sister and I have shared GPS locations for safety purposes, and I forgot that she can see me being at the airport a couple days earlier than planned. I told her everything. When I got off the flight, I had missed calls and texts from my aunt and my cousins. Apparently, my sister told my mom what went down, and she was too unhappy. She then called my aunt and asked her about this, and found out that she was unaware of it all. My cousins had played it cool. Long story short, my aunt and my uncle are super upset with my Sil. My Sil feels like I made an immature and rash decision, and made her look bad in front of the entire family. I could have given them a chance the next day to fix things, but I threw them all under the bus. Comment 1. NTA. Your Sil disrespected you. You have every right to respond by taking yourself out of that situation, creating a boundary, and giving yourself space. Your Sil is now quite rightly taking heat from her family over her comment, but rather than handle that responsibly, she's blaming you. Not cool. It's good that the other family members understand that what Sil said was wrong and are handling it much better. Comment 2. NTA et al. I don't understand why people think that we owe someone our time if they insult us. Like WTF. She said it thinking you were not there, so it was an honest opinion. She doesn't get to play victim. You were hurt and wanted to remove yourself from the situation, absolutely nothing wrong with that, and it is a perfectly reasonable response. I would have done the same thing.